Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Golfmonger Show. I'm your host, Brian Steff, and I am the Golfmonger. You can hit us up on Twitter at Golfmonger anytime during the show if you want to jump in on what we're talking about. Also, here at The Golf Director, and it's at The Golf Director. That's just it. Here on thegolfdirector.com, on YouTube, TV, wherever you're watching us or you're listening to us. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Big Jeff behind the glass. Looking very Hawaiian-y today. You can tell Thursdays this summer you've been doing the beach festival concerts there on the Boulevard and Ocean Drive in North Myrtle Beach.
Our music station our music network has a contract with the city of North Myrtle Beach to cover their free concerts up on Main Street. North Myrtle Beach does a free concert every Thursday night. Big deal, man. We get 4,000 people up there every week for that. It's a cool deal.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm feeling beachy tonight, man. I got on my silk shirt, my silk Tommy Bahama here, and
That's what I said. You're looking definitely.
Yeah.
No. If we're on camera, you don't fit in for golf.
No.
You're Shag City, USA, ready to go.
And I should point out that I also have on my Crocs with no socks.
Yeah. Well, you never wear socks.
That's true.
You always wear your Crocs or sandals.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you're behind the glass. Nobody sees you. You can wear whatever you want.
You say you've got a face for radio.
I do.
I got a face for the control room.
Listen, I tell you, I got a funny story. A good friend of mine from high school. She's a morning news anchor at the CBS station in Virginia Beach. And at our 20-year high school reunion a couple of years ago, she's like, "What have you been?" I hadn't seen her in probably 15 years, and we were talking, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I follow you on Twitter." She goes, "You got that blog? You got your blog and your This is when I was doing the local radio show." And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "Brian, I got to tell you." She goes, "You're perfect for radio." Now, and Vanessa is very attractive. Vanessa's always been good looking.
You say, "What are you trying to say, Vanessa?"
And I looked right at her. I go, "What the hell, Van? What are you trying to say? Face for radio?" And of course, we're staying with a group of people, our friends, so they all start laughing. And she's going, "No. What I meant was." She had done some, so I just was hammering her, right? What she was saying was she had done some radio along with the TV.
Yeah.
And radio is a lot harder than TV because there's no visual aid.
Yeah.
Meaning you've got to finish your thought on radio.
Yeah.
Like TV, there can be pictures or like facial expressions or whatever, like for the folks that watch us here on YouTube or many of the other video channels. What else have we got? Ustream and all that stuff, but the folks that listen to us, you gotta finish out your thought. You can't be like, well,
it's a different deal. It really is
totally different.
It's a different deal to combine.
And that was the
two
point
together.
she was making.
Yeah.
Is that you would be great for radio because you're.
So she was saying you were wordy.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was saying that I'm perfect. But I took it. I let her have it the other way. So it's pretty funny. So, Van, if you're listening, because I know you do check in from time to time, I love you, sweetheart. You're still one of my favorites. But a lot going on today. Rory McIlroy out at Whistling Straits playing a little practice golf.
I didn't see that. All I saw was the Instagram video of him tossing the medicine ball.
He was going to Whistling Straits to play a practice round.
I'll be darned.
It'll be interesting to see if he actually plays or not.
So good discussion there about that and how he could be a spoiler for Spieth's bid for number one. Because according to what the guy said on the radio shows this morning, and I didn't realize this, that if Spieth finishes second in the next two tournaments, he's still number two.
He's got to win.
He's got to win to be number one.
This shows you how well and strong Rory was playing for a while.
Yeah.
As well as Spieth's been playing, he still hasn't caught him.
Yeah.
But the difference is, points-wise in the official world golf rankings, and of course you need an abacus, a calculator, two Chinese scientists, and a mathematician to figure out the official world golf rankings. But just goes to show when Rory was on top before, he kind of dipped off a bit after the change to Nike. And then he turned around and came back good. How many points he's got? Where as good as Spieth's been playing, but he started from basically zero.
Yeah.
When he came on to the tour 2 years ago. So, it's not basically zero. He did start at zero.
There's no basically.
Yeah, there's no basically did. So, even as well as he's been playing, that's how many points Rory has accumulated. I mean, it's crazy to think that the more recent stuff isn't weighted a little heavier. Just like the conversation we have about the Ryder Cup points. But anyway, that might be motivation for why Rory's playing.
Yeah.
Other than he's competitive and it's a major championship, and he's already probably disappointed he didn't couldn't defend at St. Andrews.
Sure.
Now he's going to not be able to, and he's not defending this week at Firestone.
So I'm going to throw in a NASCAR analogy comparison here. Okay.
You'll totally lose me.
Well, Kyle Busch, who has proven that he could win almost anywhere, broke his leg in Daytona this year. And since he has come back, he's won almost every race. Okay. The time away from it totally refocused him. And the scary thing is, if it does this for Rory, there might not be any hope for anybody else, you know. But I'm glad to see him thinking about it. He's got to be thinking about losing the number one spot. He has to be. He wouldn't be human if he wasn't. There's no way.
No, and he's 25, 26, and he knows Spieth's the next big thing and as good as anybody and everybody out there. And Jason Day's in form, and Fowler's playing better now, and all these young guys, you know, are really putting it together. He knows. Danny Lee, you know, was on a roll. He got a win, and he's a young guy. I mean, Justin Rose is playing well. He's a bit older, in that group that I just talked about, but he's playing. He knows these guys are right. The Bubba Watson, Dustin Johnson's playing. I mean, he's a mental fart away from being the U.S. Open champion.
Or lack of one,
he's it's and really, he had as good a shot of winning both the Open and the U.S. Open and the Open Championship as anybody else if he just could have kept it together. You know, if once he figures it out up here, but Rory knows that. These guys are so much closer and communicate with each other and know what's going on in each other's lives because they're that millennial generation, and everything they tweet to each other all the time and Instagram each other and probably Snapchat and whatever else. They know what's going on.
Let's get on another subject that we've brought up here several times on your show, and that is the caliber and level of golf that we're experiencing in today's golf
Crazy
world.
Good.
It's freaking good. Now,
crazy good.
So think about fast forward 1 year. We right back to back. We're going to have the Olympics, the PGA Championship, and the Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
I mean, we got 6 majors next year.
We're gonna go.
The equivalent of.
We're gonna go the Open Championship. Then right after that's the Olympics.
The Olympics is August 11th for the men.
So that's right. They moved the PGA.
Yeah.
Didn't they? They moved it a week.
But it's the Olympics, PGA, Ryder Cup. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, they moved the PGA because of the Olympics.
Yeah.
So you're going to go Open Championship, WGC, Olympics. Because those guys aren't going to not play in the WGC.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Here, I put this in my my blog yesterday, my Golfmonger preview on DYSTNow.com about the PGA Championship. It is by far like the redheaded stepchild of the 4 majors.
Oh, yeah.
Without question.
There's no question about it.
Part of it's timing in the schedule.
Yep.
It's the end of a long, hot summer. Football season's about to start. Kids are going back to school.
Yeah.
You know, people are squeezing in their last family vacation or whatever, you know, because, you know, they question Jordan Spieth for playing in the John Deere a week before a major.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing this week at the WGC a week before a major.
Yeah.
Nobody plays the tournament the week before the Masters, or not a lot of guys. They're not playing out in Texas. Not a lot of guys play the week before the U.S. Open. Not a lot of guys play. They all go play somewhere. They might be playing somewhere. They might play the Scottish Open, or they're just over practicing. But it's not a big deal to play the week before the PGA. You don't need to be out at Whistling Straits practicing. You don't. I mean, that right there to me shows where the PGA Championship ranks in the 4 majors. Even in the player's mind.
Yeah.
In the PGA Tour's mind. Why would you schedule a WGC event the week before a major?
Yeah.
If you really felt the players needed the extra time or the preparation or the whatever before. You'll never see a WGC the week before Augusta or the U.S. Open or the Open Championship. But you got it right before the PGA.
Good point, yeah.
So even to the tour, the PGA is like the redheaded stepchild of the 4 majors. And if I had Big Z, who I have to apologize to, buddy, if you're listening, I know I did change the showtime today without telling you, and you showed up. I owe you one, buddy. we'll get you next time. But him or Jeff Deal, from Fantasy Golf, Jeff Deal, if I said that in front of him, we'd be fist fighting behind this counter.
Yeah.
Because they're PGA pros, and that's their championship.
And why you say that about those two guys are probably as good of a good example of a really, really dedicated and great PGA professional as you will see.
They are. And, the best thing about that is they're two different generations.
Yep, they are.
Because Jeff's 50, 51, 52. Biggsy's what, 20?
30, something like that.
Maybe 30?
Yeah.
At the most,
Is
he's
Deal
30,
50?
Right? Oh, yeah. He looks pretty good for
Yeah, he's preserved pretty well, man. I figured Deal to be 40-ish.
No, he just turned 50, 51, something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, but both of them are perfect examples.
But what I'm saying is they're different. Jeff is a little more old school.
Yep.
He came from what's up in New York, the black course, Bethpage.
Yeah.
He came from there. He was an assistant there, came down here. He's the head pro at a private. It's not totally private, but he's at the Dye Club.
Yep.
Semi-private course where he's got to deal with his members and everything. Biggs is a young guy from, Virginia? So not somewhere up there?
Yeah.
Anyway, and he's at a public course. And he's in North Carolina, not even technically in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
He's a different animal, different course, different situation. Different approaches, but very, very professional and very great ambassadors for the game of golf, great ambassadors for the region of Myrtle Beach.
Absolutely true, man.
And the Myrtle Beach Grand Strand Golf. Jeff was just recently named president of the Golf Course Owners Association.
Yep, saw that. Yep.
So congrats out to him. Our good friend, the professor, while we're on the kudos, Gene Weldon, Myrtle Beach Golf Course
Employee of the Year.
Employee of the Year, not golf course, but I guess golf industry. Employee of the Year.
Yeah, how about that for the professor?
For the first time.
Yeah.
Man's been working in golf
43
since
years.
before I was born.
43 years.
I said, I congratulated him yesterday. I said, I hope I live long enough to earn the award. If guys like you have to wait that long, I'm going to have to wait till I'm like 100.
Yeah.
But, good for him. So to get back to your point, I kind of sidetracked it a bit with the PGA thing. But, next summer is busy.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge
Here's
summer
what you can guarantee, and you can write this down. There will be guys that bitch about it.
Oh, there's guys that bitch about everything, man.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
They play a sport for a living.
Yep.
It's work. Don't get me wrong. It's your profession. There's pressures just like the guy delivering the mail, us doing what we do. It's a job. I get it. But so, because you know what they'll bitch? They'll bitch that they have to go from Akron, Ohio to Rio. To, where's the PGA now? Where the PGA is next year.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. To Wisconsin.
Well, the good thing about it is there's not a whole lot of them going to get to go to Rio.
No, but the guys that do.
Yeah.
Of the guys that play in the PGA, there'll still be a lot of guys that go to Rio the week before.
Of the
guys that'll be playing in the WGC.
Yeah.
Figure all the guys in the WGC will be playing in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Or not all of them.
But a lot of
them, because there's 5 guys from each country?
There's four out of the top 15 in each country that go, and then 2 out of the next after the top 15.
Right. So you're going to have 4 Americans, 4 Brits, 4 South Africans, your big 4 Japanese, 4 Australians, 4 Canadians. You're going to have your big golf countries are going to have.
But then some of the countries will only have 2.
Some will.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is your big guns, probably guys you expect to compete in the PGA, will be playing in Rio.
Yeah.
Unless they turn it down.
Yeah.
And shame on them if they turn it down. Golf hasn't been in the Olympics in 96 years or something like that. And if it's offered to you and you qualify for the team and you choose to turn it down,
oh, I can't wait to see if that happens.
Shame on you.
Can't wait to see if that happens.
I can't imagine that any of them would have the nerve to do that.
Yeah, I can't either.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, if I guess it'd be a little different if 20 years from now when they're still doing the Olympics, if golf is still in the Olympics, and someone like Jordan or Rory, who's been in it 4 or 5 years or whatever, maybe have a little nagging injury or whatever, and be like, you know what, I'm going to skip out, let somebody else have that opportunity to go.
How long ago was it when it was announced that golf was going to be in the Olympics in 2016? It's been several years ago.
Well, it's about 3 Olympics ago, I think.
Yeah. So
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years.
12 years.
So whenever that was, take Jim Furyk, for example. if the Olympics were this weekend, he'd be going.
Yes.
Okay, and whenever that was announced, I'm sure he wasn't even thinking about that. He didn't. I mean,
no,
that's crazy.
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
The kids that will be going,
Yeah.
were in junior high,
Yep.
high school. Jordan Spieth.
And Jordan said, "I never dreamed of being able to play for a medal."
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a thing when he was growing up.
Yeah.
Golfers grow up playing for, I want to win the green jacket. I want to win the claret jug.
And I think the way he put it was, he says, you're a junior golfer and you're pretty good. You can start thinking about, okay, I'm going to play on the tour and I got a chance to do those things, to win majors and things. But he says, never once did it cross my mind that I'd be able to play for America.
No, and I would go ahead and you don't even have to pencil it in, barring an injury, write it in pen. He's going to be on the Olympic team.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could don't pencil him in. Yeah. Ink, permanent marker, whatever. He's going to be on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but there will be guys that'll bitch. There's, oh man, we got to go from here to here to here to here, all in a couple of months, or all in a couple of weeks. That's just they should have thought that better when they travel. They should. What, are they going to move the entire Olympics for the golf?
Really? Yeah.
Right. Listen. Yeah. I'm glad golf is in the Olympics because it's another reason for us to talk about it and another golf tournament to watch or whatever. But let's face it, on the scale of the Olympics, there's a reason golf hasn't been in the Olympics in 96 years. The world doesn't care.
Yeah.
They don't. The golf community does and is happy to have it back. But when the TV ratings are on, well, what do you watch in the Olympics? You watch the stuff you don't even normally get to watch.
Yeah.
Think about it. You watch track and field. You can't wait for the 100-meter dash to see what Usain Bolt's going to do, or if there's the next guy who can beat him. Or you watch the diving and watch those guys, the triple Lindy flips or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
But on a normal Saturday, if I'm flipping through the channels and diving's on, I skim right past it. Right?
Yeah.
But I watch it in the Summer Olympics. I don't on Sunday afternoons between baseball games or golf when I'm changing the channels. And track and field's on, I don't stop to watch the steeplechase. But I watch it when it's on in the Olympics. Right? You get home and Fox or NBC, whoever's NBC covering the Olympics, you get home from work, comes on at 8 o'clock, you turn NBC on and you set the clicker down and you leave it.
Yep. Till
the coverage goes off at, midnight or whatever, depending on where in the world the Olympics are and what the time difference is. And you watch it. How are you going to watch golf? They're still going to play during the day.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to be showing highlights. The Olympics show a lot of stuff. You're not going to watch an entire...
That's true.
I'm not even sure how the TV coverage is going to be. They're probably going to have separate coverage for that.
Yeah.
On a separate channel, just like they do for baseball.
I wonder if the Golf Channel will go cover it.
Well, they do that for baseball. Well, on the Golf Channel is NBC, so it'll probably be on the Golf Channel.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how and when they show it. Do they show it live like they do now?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be...
Man, that Golf Channel, somebody's got to carry that. Got to.
No, they will be, but it'll be interesting to see. But on the actual, Bob Costas sitting behind the desk, NBC Olympic coverage, you're just going to see bits.
You're going to see highlights.
You'll see highlights.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. You're right. Next summer, it's going to be crazy because you'll go right. You said you'll go from the Open to the WGC to the Olympics to the PGA, and then a few weeks later, the Ryder Cup.
Yep.
It's going to be crazy. The end of the summer is going to be great. I mean, the end of this summer is going to be fun. I mean, can you pinpoint who's going to win the FedEx? Not after the way last year ended. I'm not going to be dumb enough to just go out there and say, "Oh, pencil in Spieth." We all said that about Rory last summer, and Billy Horschel put on a show in the playoffs.
He did.
And won. So I'm not going to pretend to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's over. Spieth's going to win." That's you'd be crazy to do that. Who do you like this week, buddy? I didn't get a chance to. Oh, by the way, I tried to dial into the to Skype into Jeff's show, and you weren't turned on. That's why I couldn't get in.
Yeah, I was. I kept looking for you.
It was telling me on my end that you were set up on Do Not Disturb.
I'll be damned. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah,
I've never done that before.
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I was finding. But anyway, so since I didn't get to chat with you guys, who do you like this week?
Well, I was just looking at my fantasy team to see how they performed today. Here's who I got starting. I got Stenson, Fowler, Jason Day, and Reed.
That's your starting lineup?
Yep.
I have Jim Furyk, Jason Day, Ricky Fowler, and Louis Oosthuizen.
Who you got on the bench?
Sergio, Kuchar, Justin Rose, and Danny Lee.
I had Kuchar and Lee both and took them off. I've got Palmer, Matsuyama, Jimmy Walker, and Kevin Na.
I had Palmer and dropped him. Or not Palmer. I had Matsuyama and dropped him. So Danny Lee's 200. Nice. Have they have rain problems or?
I don't know.
No, they didn't start till late because it's a limited field. Ricky Fowler finished at 300. Nice. A lot of guys still out on the course. They didn't start till later. I had Keegan Bradley, dropped him. He's a horse for the course, but he hasn't played for crap lately, so I dropped him. Be interesting, but I mean, if I, gun to your head, who do you like?
Who do I like?
Yeah.
Jason Day.
I think so too, but it's so hard to win 2 in a row. And that for him, it would be 2 in a row because he hasn't played since he won. I think, and for that reason, as much as I put Jason Day on there, I think I almost like Justin Rose better. He's been playing really well. I took a little flyer on Danny Lee. That's just playing the hot hand there. He's got no experience in this event, really. Yeah. Just a flyer. He's been playing so great lately. Like 3 straight top 10s. So, next week I'm excited, the PGA.
Yep.
Be interesting, especially if Rory plays. Be interesting, because I don't think he's going to, I should say I don't think, but who knows with these guys. I would think he wouldn't play if he didn't feel like he had a chance to win.
Yep.
Just to defend and just to be there doesn't make sense. He'll maybe wait till the FedEx playoffs. I mean, he's got enough points that he probably can skip the first week.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take any chances. I mean, if he skips the first week and Spieth wins, then he's got a little pressure on him.
Yeah, it'll be. Number 1 rank in the world is important, but $10 million from the FedEx playoffs is. Yeah. You can regain the number 1 later. You want to have a chance to win that $10 million.
Only one chance, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, we're out of time. Wrap it up. We're going to have a lot of PGA Championship coverage next week, I would imagine. Next Sunday, we'll be doing our live broadcast again.
Absolutely, yes.
For the major, we'll be doing. We'll get back with you later in the week, see what the TV schedule is. We'll be right back in here. I'm sure we'll have the same mix of characters in here. We'll have our crew. It'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for the information on that. So, as usual, all of the radio and TV here on thegolfdirector.com are produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network. When you're visiting thegolfdirector.com, make sure you check out our featured golf course page. You get through that, check all the golf courses, up-to-date information, course conditions, specials. Hit up Big Dave in the back, 844-464-6531. If you're on the page and you see the chat boxes up, just you can chat right in there with Dave. He'll answer you right on the spot if he's dialed in. All the TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand. Want to catch up on a show you might have missed? Click on the radio or TV tabs right there on thegolfdirector.com. You can find us on over a billion devices: iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and the Myrtle Beach Golf app. This has been the Golfmonger Show. I'm your host, Brian Steffen. I am the Golfmonger. Hit me up on Twitter @Golfmonger. Thanks for tuning in. There's lots more news and information coming up, and as always, keep it in the short grass.
All clear, buddy.